Ever wonder what the day-to-day life of a professional organizer looks like? It's not all shopping sprees at the Container Store on someone else's dime, although those days are definitely a perk. But there's more to the story. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Katherine Lawrence, and I've been in this industry for quite some time. Today, I'm going to share with you the real challenges we face as professional organizers, giving you a behind-the-scenes look at what it really takes to thrive in this field. I'm planning a few live webinars this year, including one I have scheduled for next month. If you are on my email list, you'll get an invite to that. And if you'd like to sign up for my list, just click the link here to get your free Professional Organizers Launch Guide. All right, let's dive in. Being a professional organizer is incredibly rewarding, but like any job, it comes with its fair share of challenges. Today, I'm sharing my top 5 hurdles, I would say, that I face all the time in this line of work and how I tackle them head on. First on the list is emotional investment. Organizing isn't just about sorting and decluttering, it's really personal. When I organize my own space, it's incredibly straightforward. I keep things fairly tidy and decisions come easily. Parting with something is not that much of an issue for me. I'm not that attached to my belongings, and I maintain a certain, baseline of order. However, for my clients, the situation is often very different. Many have been entangled in clutter for years. Each item is not just a physical object, but it carries memories, emotions, and sometimes layers of fear and shame and guilt. And, it's not just about finding a place for things, it's about guiding them through this intricate emotional journey of letting go. My job is to help them navigate through that chaotic phase and come out on the other side. I am a very logical, strategic person, so I just try to be patient and know that this is part of the process. I try not to rush people to make decisions, but guide them to basic organizing best practices by making recommendations. It can get easier, but it can be really tough starting out with a new client. Which leads me to the next challenge, client resistance. Embracing change, especially in our personal spaces, can be intense. Even when clients reach out to me, there's often a hesitancy, a natural resistance to parting with things that they have lived with for years. It's a complex dance of wanting to change, but then fearing it at the same time. So my approach is building a foundation of trust, starting slow, and then nudging them a little bit harder. And it really helps to start with the end in mind. So I always consult with my client before sorting and rearranging things. I want to know exactly what vision they have in mind, and then I'm going to keep reminding them of that vision throughout the process. So if they want to have a tidy closet that they can fit all their clothes in that they actually wear, that means they can't fill that same closet with clothes that don't fit or that they don't wear. So it's about showing them the possibilities that lie on the other side of that resistance. I have mixed feelings about this next challenge, and that is the physical demands of the job. Organizing is not just a mental game, it can be a full body workout, from hoisting boxes and bending and twisting into awkward spaces. Even carrying armfuls of hanging clothes can really test my strength limits. Now, there's a silver lining here for me because I do not like going to the gym. I don't really enjoy structured workouts. So if I can go on an organizing job and get 15,000 steps and get, moving and lifting some boxes, it's like, hey, getting paid to work out. That's really great. But I do have limits, and rearranging garages when it's freezing temperatures or going into an attic in the middle of summer, Like on those days, I have to know where my limits are and just make sure that I don't push myself too much because I know how physical this job can be. Safety is key. So I'm meticulous about, how I move and stretch to sidestep any injuries. When the load's too heavy or the task is just too daunting, I am very quick to call in reinforcements like hauling services or moving professionals, and that can really help. So I'm not doing, all the lifting and shifting that goes into organizing a home. Okay, this next one may sound pretty obvious, but it's really challenging to work with disorganized people. Trying to help folks who are really tangled up in their clutter, it can just be a lot. They may cancel appointments because they are overbooked or just too overwhelmed by, the process of going through just mountains and mountains of stuff. If they love to shop, here's another one. You may declutter a space and then come back for your next session with that same client, and they have completely filled up that same space with new items. So you just feel like you're not really making any progress. So, more shoes, clothes, office supplies, kitchen gadgets, it just ends up adding to the pile, and it really just seems like a never ending job. Okay, so what's my game plan with that one? I'm always working towards the bigger vision of functionality and safety. So I'm there to keep reminding my clients of the inconveniences and sometimes dangers of, clutter, and offer my guidance on those mindset and habit changes that will get them to a place where their home is more organized and hopefully their life is more organized. I know change is hard, and I'm just doing my best to support them. The final thing that has always been a little challenging for me in different ways is the business side of having a career in organizing. There are so many hats to wear, marketing manager, secretary, bookkeeper, client relations, and so on. I used to have a much larger organizing company with 10 to 20 employees and assistants and subcontractors. And to be honest, I just hated it. I was spending more and more time away from the things I actually love about working as an organizer and more time on the management of the business. Now I have a much more streamlined approach where I can do the things I like to do, like writing, coaching, creating training courses, and working with a select group of clients one-on-one. But a really nice thing about having your own business is that you can change your approach to how you do things. And there is so much opportunity and diversity in how we work in this industry. You have choices. If something isn't working, you can pivot. This video is all about the challenges of working as a professional organizer, so I'm sorry if that was a little bit of a downer, but last week I did a video on all the things I love about working as an organizer, and you can check that out by clicking the link here. The life of a professional organizer is rewarding, but it's not without challenges. I think facing those hurdles is part of what makes this job so fulfilling. We're not just organizing people, we're actually helping people change their lives. I'd love to hear from you as well. Are you considering a job in professional organizing? Have you already started a business, but you're struggling? Please let me know in the comments below and reach out. If there's a question you have, I'd be happy to do a video about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.